Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe and like. Now back to the news. Over the past few years, Prince Harry has said or written many outrageous and bizarre things about his family, the monarchy, and the press. But however misguided his previous outpourings may have been, none of them rivals in offensiveness his contentions about the government and the press in a witness statement in his case against the publisher of the Daily Mirror. I leave to others to write about the merits of the case, though his evidence that any phone hacking did take place has so far been in very short supply. I'm interested here in Harry's remarkable comments about the government. For what he wrote about it being at rock bottom amounts to an unprecedented attack by a senior member of the royal family. Harry is fifth in line to the throne. No such royal broadside against elected politicians has ever before been delivered during the history of our constitutional monarchy. It is deplorable and dangerous. On one level, his maunderings can be easily dismissed as they are so obviously wrong-headed. Yet coming as they do from someone in his position, they are bound to be taken seriously. Depressingly, some will agree with him. This is what he said. Our country is judged globally by the state of our press and our government, both of which I believe are at rock bottom. Democracy fails when your press fails to scrutinize and hold the government accountable, and instead choose to get into bed with them, so that they can ensure the status quo. Where does one start with such nonsense? He is wrong on so many counts. It may have escaped Harry's notice that this government is constantly being pilloried in left-wing papers such as The Guardian and Daily Mirror, whose publisher he is suing, and by the BBC. Centre-right newspapers often give it a hard time, too. The idea that Rishi Sunak and ministers are not scrutinized and held accountable is preposterous. They are put under the microscope every hour of the day and night. Where's the evidence that the government and the press are in bed together? A year ago, many newspapers helped to drive Boris Johnson out of number 10. Even the Daily Telegraph, the publication for which he had worked most of his adult life, turned against him. Not so cozy. In fact, you could probably make a better case than the feeble one Harry trots out, if you said that the media in this country are sometimes too quick to berate politicians in power, and too naturally oppositional. But that's what we journalists tend to do. Prince Harry's argument is ludicrous. One wonders whether he still knows the country in which he no longer lives, and indeed whether he has ever really known it at all. As for the idea that the press and the government club together to ensure the status quo, that's absurd. What, pray, is the status quo, which Harry evidently dislikes? Surely the royal family, of which Harry